set up one big one. And deflating the atmosphere a little bit if you're Cotto.
Cotto's getting hit a lot, but then he's got Cotto on the ropes.
And will we see him be a counterpuncher the whole way? At some point, we expect him to come out of this and get into a different gear.
And the rockets wrangling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Let's get ready to rumble! Fighting out of the blue corner, professional record, 36 victories, including 26 knockouts with 5 defeats. And he has knocked out 20 of the 27 opponents faced over the last 11 years. From Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, the two-time welterweight champion of the world, the Tijuana Tornado, Antonio Margarito. Fighting out of the red corner, professional record, a perfect one. 32 bouts, 32 victories, including 26 knockouts, with 18 knockouts in 6 rounds or less. Presenting the reigning, defending, undefeated WBA welterweight champion of the world, de Caguas, Puerto Rico, Miguel Cotto.
Now, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want to caution to keep the fight clean at all times, protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck, Bruno Suarte. Touch him up.
We'll see if Margarito can follow up on his plan to start fast.
Scoring blows. Try to disrupt Cotto a little bit. Don't let him get comfortable moving.
We've seen him win fights with just that left hand to the ribs. Good combination. A lot of speed there. Margarito had to absorb.
Margarito's a type of fighter who can take a lot of punches, but you don't want.
Cotto is going to try to set traps on him, knowing that the crowd is lunging, urging Margarito on, and may make him even more anxious than he already is.
This is going to be something to worry about.
He's just powering through the gloves. Good right hand there as he pulls it back.
And Margarito trying to set up one big one.
Again, the combination from Cotto. Cotto in the past had been accused of starting slowly. Cost him that Torres fight. Now Margarito's doing what he wants.
Up the body shot. What Margarito wants to do is move him to his right, so he has to pivot to connect with the left hook.
He does not want to be on the ropes. Cotto doesn't. But he has really been flashing some combinations. The double.
And egged on by the atmosphere in here.
There were some good body shots. Bayless warned him. And Margarito's going to have to, like you said, one-dimensional fighter. He's going to have to come up with a little dimension and a half. And it's round 2 scheduled for 12 as a lightning fast first round. Margarito's in the black. Cotto in the silver and blue.
Moving and deflating the atmosphere a little bit if you're Cotto. Trying to make Margarito miss him.
Good jab.
He basically nullifies his reach and height advantage by leaning forward, ducking his head down, and trying to come in. And that's something that Cotto's using to his advantage with his speed and proficiency.
Cotto's getting hit a lot, but then he's got Cotto on the ropes. Margarito flashing a little bit of a smile there. He finally got what he wanted there.
Yeah, but he ended up getting a nice uppercut.
Effective punch so far.
That was a real good shot, too.
Cotto up against the ropes, and he's fighting Margarito's fight right now.
I think he got stunned earlier to the body.
This is Margarito's office.
Might voluntarily give away his height and reach. He's still using it to bother Cotto because Cotto respects it way too much.
By Antonio Margarito.
This is what Margarito does, tries to impose his will on you. Now Kenny Bayless is going to have to get in there as Margarito goes to work.
Miguel Cotto sitting on the
Good
rope.
left hand for Cotto. Good counter from Cotto there. Now he just got...
And will we see him be a counterpuncher the whole way? At some point, we expect him to come out of this and get into a different gear.
The body work of Antonio Margarito and they made him tuck his hands in a little bit, and that's been a very big difference.
Right, left, right, and then a big left for Cotto.
Being forced to back up.
And here Cotto goes to work with his back to the ropes. So we saw that excellent body, excellent basket defense there. He brought the forearm across, blocked that.
The price, you guys probably have it 1 round each.
Well, what's going to matter here is a chance to get in and be the lead puncher, which at some point in this fight you suspect he'll try to do that. He's playing the countering role here.
So far, especially in this round, the fact that he throws a lot of punches, but he lands most of them. Margarito's looking to land 2 or 3 and not much more.
As long as it lasts for Margarito, stalking, taking punches, trying to impose his will.
Thus far in the fight, cutting off the ring, which is a big factor because of the fact that diffuse him.
Beautiful body work.
Now Cotto looked at Kenny Bayless. I think he took a head right on the nose, guys. The blood spurted out. Good left hand from Cotto.
How important that was for him to keep moving left because it sets up his body shots.
There's a low blow.
On their punches, landing good quality shots.
Good combination of the chin inside from Cotto. Oh, and Margarito answers by just keeping coming forward, and he took another one at the end.
This is what it looked like in that round with Margarito coming in, but Cotto timing him well and landing the shots up the middle, feeling that it was a telegraphed offense coming from Margarito. See the duck there and the counter.
That's going to be frustrating for Margarito as the fight progresses.
Round 4, the first 3 rounds have blazed through.
He's starting to get comfortable with the style that Margarito is throwing at him. He's setting traps now.
It's excellent. But good uppercut right there for Cotto. He liked that.
Cotto's defense is so solid.
What we had up till now is Cotto coming in, waiting on Margarito and firing. We're starting to see a few more times where Cotto fires before Margarito does after Margarito walks to him.
Uppercut again, that left hand uppercut.
He can't keep walking into the jabs because Cotto follows it up most of the time like he did there.
That's what Dave was talking about. Cotto gets off.
You know, if a guy is one-dimensional and you keep studying it and you make moves against it, you try different things, you get bolder.
And reach advantage and height advantage. The one advantage the shorter fighter has is those, and that's what Cotto's trying to use to his advantage because Margarito's leaning in towards him.
Not at all.
And if you're going to win the fight as a counterpuncher, you have to be extremely accurate, which Cotto is, because you're getting fewer chances. Here is Cotto waiting on Margarito and then nailing him with the uppercut. Now these punches have more impact than they did earlier. Margarito answers there, gets a couple, but Cotto is stepping into more shots.
The big
and
difference.
Getting more into them.
He's just seems like he was born to do this.
And that's why he can fight this style. He can wait for a guy to come at him, let the punches whiz by, either go straight back or you get away from him. But he's setting up shop inside.
Margarito, a guy who tends to get stronger as the fight progresses.
Better round for Margarito this round. Well, look up the heads and then off the left hand. That hurt.
Straight at him. He's rushing him a little bit. There he did not, though.
He's got to be able to land some combinations on Cotto, but he keeps getting out-quicked on the inside.
And what's starting to happen to him now is, even though he was good at, and forced Cotto back a different direction.
Three-punch combination to the head of Margarito. Now Cotto sits down the ropes and fires the uppercut. Boy, Cotto's coming at every angle.
Cotto's dissecting Antonio Margarito, finally lands a nice right.
And he's doing it as the counterpuncher. He's getting all this work done.
And missing again. Look at Cotto putting on a clinic. You can't hit me. You can't hit.
And here is some exquisite Cotto work. The left hook, the right hand, straight left hand. Margarito frustrated. He has to follow him. And by following him, he gets that.
He clowned him at the end of that round for the final 10 seconds. And that's the supreme confidence of Cotto coming in. You know, tough. You got a whole passel of troubles to deal with, like he just served up to Margarito right there.
In the fight, and he is staying true to it, trying to pile up round after round, not getting ahead of himself, waiting for Margarito to get near him. He can make the move. He doesn't make the move first.
Margarito trying to go to the body, had a couple go.
Got for the heads.
Go again.
They are head to head. Whacking that.
Because he keeps that right elbow tucked to the body, making sure that a kidney shot doesn't get in there.
Margarito did land a pretty good punch there. There's the counter and the speed. Miguel Cotto, a fighter in his prime.
Antonio Margarito not taking his foot off the gas. He's in there, and you've got to give him a lot of credit.
Yeah, he's digging down, trying to get some. That was a right hand over the top.
Our points for being aggressive. If this is close in terms of punches, then ring generalship goes to Cotto. And that's ring generalship right there.
Margarito thrown 4 straight uppercuts. Then punched his way out.
Ooh. Nice exchange.
Nice exchange. Oh, good left hand from Cotto on Margarito. Margarito's trying to make a statement in this round.
Skin is made for boxing. It's Antonio Margarito, because any other guy, his face would be puffy by now. The type of punishment that he has taken from Miguel Cotto in 6 rounds. Festivities. Open your mouth. You're okay. You're all right. Obviously, a big difference in here. He just bides his time for uppercut.
Not where he needs to be.
Well, it's one thing if you can set up office there and toy with the guy, which he's done and worked well. But if Margarito makes the adjustment and starts coming in at angles, then Cotto must also change.
He's faced an opponent who just wants to have none of it.
Oh, he just got countered hard.
Margarito.
Yep.
Needs to follow it up. If he's going to pressure and stand there, he needs to throw punches. Just can't stand there and be a target for Miguel Cotto.
Oh, he is doing good work with the uppercuts. Even the
Cotto's in trouble. Cotto's in trouble. Those 3 uppercuts did some damage on Cotto, guys.
Yes, they did.
He's bent over and now he's not moving.
Going to have to suck it up and find a way to survive it in here. He got caught on the inside, and Margarito's doing what he does. This is his chance, as Dave just said. We'll see what he can do with it. Look out for the low blow. Kenny Bayless looking in. One thing I can say about Cotto, there's a whole minute left. I had the sense coming into the 7th round.
Cotto's going to start getting off the mark first. The idea of waiting for Margarito has run its course.
Absolutely, because he waited and he got caught. Cotto, survival mode. Blood streaming out of his nose. The Warrior boring in on him.
If he is to take the title away from Miguel
Good
Cotto.
combination upstairs to Cotto. What a round 7. 10 seconds left. One of the best rounds we've ever seen in boxing. And Cotto needs to survive here.
Completely bloody Miguel Cotto as he listens in. Miguelito Diaz now in the center of the ring. He's got a lot of work to do.
And Margarito gets it going. This is the end of the waiting for Margarito section for Cotto, because he gets nailed.
Finally, Margarito unloaded those uppercuts, turned the complexion, the right hand right there from Cotto.
And the fact that now Miguel Cotto is more static and he doesn't have that same footwork to get away from Margarito. True to
I
form.
mean, he's just, he's ironclad is what this guy is.
Is the worst footwear. What a great battle. Mexico, Puerto Rico never disappoints.
It is a classic so far that Cotto has come back from the damage that was on him. Showing good movement, looks clear. Margarito sprinting towards Cotto.
Nice uppercut.
He just got hit with a right-handed Cotto. He got hit with a left, too. This is Margarito's office. Then he just took a left.
And that psychologically gives Margarito a great edge.
Cotto sits down on the second rope.
With Margarito right on top of him.
Margarito, oh, good combination for Cotto.
Over for Margarito.
Wow.
He's only waiting for you to walk in.
More Margarito in that last round. Cotto going into the corner. Margarito obliging.
Not as spry on his movement, even though he's excellent on the counterpunch. Beautiful combination there. But
now the difference as we head down the stretch is, can Cotto find a second window? He needs to make a statement soon that it's back to the business of before.
And the difference now in Cotto's movement is now he's moving to escape Margarito.
On Margarito coming in.
The other difference is when Margarito's coming in, he's coming in with guns ablazing. Before he was coming in, set up and letting Cotto take the initiative.
I tell you what, guys, Margarito hasn't been slowed one bit for what he's going to do.
Beautiful body work by Margarito here.
And when Cotto was doing well countering,
the body shots don't help either.
Hey, there's been some starch taken out of Cotto's sails for sure. Crowd chanting Margarito.
Another headbutt there by Cotto and Margarito.
Cotto back to the defensive style. None of those punches from Margarito really landed.
Margarito no digging to the body. Beautiful shot there to the ribs. What heart both guys have really shown. Margarito, the initial part of the fight, taking the shots, walking in.
and showing why he came in undefeated.
Left hand, there's his left hand.
You need to be more powerful. Ooh, you're being very innocent when you punch. You need to be malicious. Throw it with punching power.
But Margarito kept Cotto from frustrating him, landed some good shots.
And here we take a look at the nice body work by Antonio Margarito, looking for angles. The guy who's in there against Cotto is giving him all he can handle.
And for Cotto, this is something where he'll have to come up with some other plan.
He's going to have to.
Because going back to the ropes.
And it's been a problem for Cotto, breathing and a lot of blood. I mean, he's if he manages to win this fight.
And I think it was Gomez or Benito just went at it with everything, and that's what these two are doing.
And he has to catch him between tracks as he did there.
Left hand.
Beautiful shot to the body by Margarito. 2 shots to the jaw, doesn't even move. To
Cotto.
Tornado.
Cotto's he's come back in this round though, landing the more effective punches and doing what he has to do, turn this around in his favor in the later rounds.
Oh, Margarito looks a little more fresh than Cotto, but Cotto has caught a second win here in the 10th round.
That's what top fighters do.
Oh,
he just got tagged there with the right hand. And if you're going to be, especially if you're going to be a great or a legendary fighter, this is where you find out.
He's hurt once again.
Yes, he's hurt badly right here. Try to stay awake.
Oh, the uppercut by Margarito nailed him too.
Cotto's wobbly, a lot of blood from his mouth. Margarito wearing him down.
You took the round from me, maybe at the end you need to finish it.
I don't know.
Well,
We'll
Cotto
watch.
is tired at the end of this round, doing some nice work when he moves.
And now here we take a look at when he hurt him, the body shot and then the barrage of punches. There's the left hook once again and the combination, but it's the left that really has done the most damage. And he brings that right hand down and he can finish him with the left hook up top.
Cotto trying to counter.
Right eye underneath the eye.
Good combination to the head for Cotto. Hadn't seen that in a while, but here comes Margarito like, so what?
Cotto still had to rely on Margarito to make an opening for him to drill him. Tries to dig down, and he is trying. Margarito steps it up a level.
And when he puts his butt on the second rope, that's when Margarito tees off.
Cotto in defensive position. Blood all over the gloves. Down goes Cotto. Down goes Cotto.
Incredible action here at the MGM Grand. Antonio Margarito close to making his dream come true.
Cotto's
done.
wobbly. Cotto is wobbly. Can Margarito finish it? Yes, Cotto's going down. Cotto, just his only thing keeping him up now is his heart.
And Kenny Bayless could have called that a knockdown because he was basically saying, I'm done, I'm done.
There, he may do it now.
He may do it now. Cotto's in big trouble. They're going to wave it off. His uncle had seen enough. Just a pure fighter. Just a pure fighting standpoint.
It's amazing.
It turned from that uppercut, I believe, in the 8th round, wasn't it? When it just, that was it for Cotto, and from then on, he couldn't get off first.
Then from the 8th round, that was big. The 7th round, he hurt him too. But how many times can you look at a fight and say there was no dull time? There was no off moment. It was a sprint for 10.5 rounds, even more.
Fighters I talked to, interestingly, Dave, coming in, thought Margarito would win the fight.
And here he comes again. That's the knockdown there after Cotto takes the knee. And he was an underdog against Cintron, too, in the rematch, and the boxing people were shaking their heads.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 2 minutes, 5 seconds. Round number 11, the winner by TKO victory. Now, a 3-time welterweight champion of the world, the Tijuana Tornado, Antonio Margarito.
How about that?
Julio Cesar Chavez is a happy man. And Margarito was up